Hey, what's going on, everyone? In today's video, we will be going over the power of compound interest or compound investing $50 per month into the S&P 500 index fund. Now, all that is needed to fully understand what's going on is recursion and operational mathematics. Now, if you don't know recursion, don't worry. However, it is going to be a repetitive process, but mainly we're just going to be adding, subtracting, and not even that, just multiplying numbers together. Okay, so the first 5 years, we have six different scenarios. The first 5 years, starting from year one, okay? And again, I'm going to explain the math only for 2 months, and then remember this is just for 1 year. So we start off with $0. Now, the reason why we do not start off with $50 is because we do not have that already handy. The goal is to invest $50 at the start of every single month. And now, since it is the first month of 2022, we are going to start our initial deposit for $50, and we are going to be multiplying this by an annualized. Remember, the compound interest is going to be 10% for 1 year, or a 10% annual rate. So we're going to do 1.1, and then we're going to raise this to the power of 1/12. The reason why we have this one right over here is that we can actually calculate the value. And what I mean by value is this is going to return us $50.40. So right there, right? About $50.40. The exact number comes to $50.39. However, again, I just rounded it. And this will again give us the value. If you did not do this, let's say you did 50 times and then zero point 0.1 instead of 1.1, it is just going to give you the interest, and then you would have to add it back to the $50 initial principal. So this is just an easier way to do so. And then the reason why we're going to raise this to the 1/12 power is because this is just for the month of January, and this is at the end of January, okay? This is at the beginning, what you initially deposited. We are trying to find out what you get, or what is going to be computed at the end of the month. Perfect. And we could just label this function as f of x. Now, one last example, then we will get to all these different numbers. So now we're going to month 2. In the beginning of February, we are going to, again, we have this number, $50.40. So let's just repeat this entire expression. And this is why I did say it is recursive and it is repetitive. So that's why I'm not even doing all the other months, because this is just for 2 months. We're going to have to multiply this all the way till we get to year one. So 50 times 1.1 to the 1/12 power. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add another $50, because this is going to represent the investing or the deposit at the beginning of February. And we're going to enclose all of this. Now here is where we're going to add, again, the 1.1, the interest, times the 1/12 power again, because over here we are doing this to get the end result, and this would get us to a value of 101 dot and then 19 cents. And this is just the rounded estimate, so 101.2. That would give us a rounded estimate. And so just a recap before we get on over to all these different years, right, is the first initial function that we had, f of x, we had the 50 times 1.1 to the 1/12 power. That was just at the end of January. And then we're going to add in our goal amount. So that was $50 at the start of every month. And now, remember, compound interest is just interest earned on interest. So we are going to again multiply all this by 1.1 to the 1/12 power to find out what our value is going to be at the end of February. You would have to continue this process all the way until you get to the end of year one, which you would have to go until March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, just to get year one. And that should give you, at the end of year one, $632.03. And we started off with $0. And this also makes sense. I know we didn't go through all the months, but remember, you are going to be continuously depositing $50 at the beginning of every month. So innately, you should have $600 invested into the markets by the end of year one. And so the interest that we earn is $32.03 with all this compound investing. Now, year two, okay, at the end of year two, we are at $1,327.27. Then at the end of year three, we are at $2,092.01. And at the end of year four, we are at $2,933.25. And at the end of year five, we are at $3,858.62. Now, compound investing and this compound interest, it hasn't really fruition yet. And this is not even the best part, okay? Now, at the end of year six, remember, 10% annualized rate, we are at $4,876.53. The end of year seven, $5,996.21. End of year 8, $7,227.86. End of year 9, $8,582.67. And then end of year 10, 1 decade, $10,072.95. Let's do a quick comparison, year 10 versus year 1. We end year 1 at $632. we end year 10 at $10,072. And again, this is not where compound interest has worked to the best of its ability. Now, end of year 11, $11,712.27. End of year 12, $13,515.53. End of year 13, $15,499, almost $15,500. End of year 14, $17,681.04. End of year 15, $20,081.16. Just 5 years, okay? 5 years, we are already up about $5,000 because remember year 15 versus year 10. So going from 10,000 to 20,000. Now year 16, the end of year 16, we are almost done. $22,721. So 22,000 versus 632. Then end of year 17, $25,625. End of year 18, $28,820. End of year 19, $32,334.07. And then end of year 20, $36,000, basically $200. And remember, this year 19, I meant to put a decimal, not a comma. And then we go all the way to year 21. Almost done because this is going to be 30 years, so we're almost at scenario 6. So end of year 21, we are now at almost $40,500. End of year 22, $45,128. End of year 23, $50,273. And end of year 24, $55,000, basically almost $56,000. Now end of year 25, $62,158.28. This is a phenomenal difference compared to when we first started. And this is also just testing patience. At the end of the day, this is what compound investing is. You wait to get your return because it is going to be interest on top of interest that you earn. Now, end of year 26, we are almost at $70,000. We are right under. Now, end of year 27, we are now at almost $80,000, right? We're approaching that level. End of year 28, $84,000, almost $85,000. End of year 29, $93,000, basically $94,000, and end of year 30, officially six-figure mark, everyone, $103, basically almost $104,000. Now, if you think about it, let's go all the way to the first slide because this is what I don't think a lot of people understand, and this is what Warren Buffett really preaches. And this is also why I think Warren Buffett has been consistent with his profits, right? Consistent with his wins because he is a long-term investor, and investing in the S&P 500, ultimately, a lot of people that invest in the markets, they're confused. They don't know what to do, where to go, because initially, yes, they may make some money here and there. There are a lot of different types of traders, by the way. There's day traders, there's swing traders, and then there's also just long-term investors. And even long-term investors, it can be a little dangerous because some people invest in individual equities. Rather than with the S&P 500, you are investing in a collection of 500 companies. That's the difference. And you do not have to do the work to research these companies. It is already provided for you. And that is also why the S&P 500 fluctuates, is because even the people who decide to create the collection of the 500, right, and decide which companies get to go in the S&P 500, it also goes through volatility because some companies do not perform well over the long term. So even the S&P 500, yes, the reason why it goes down is because of all these fluctuations with a lot of these companies. Even day traders, swing traders, these are people in and out of the markets and high frequency trading. So no matter which group or which category you fall under, it doesn't matter. The simple fact of the matter is the S&P 500 reduces confusion. It reduces the amount of time you need to basically watch the markets and understand the markets. And in my opinion, I think it's a simple way to investing. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and some people think that the S&P 500 is boring because the returns are, let's say, about 10% per year. And some people might say that's a little too high, and that the conservative number should be around 8%, regardless whether it's 6%, 8%, or even 10%, which is the number that I use in today's video, right? The 10% annualized return rate. Again, S&P 500, in my opinion, is just a safe bet no matter what, because whether we have volatility at the extreme levels or whether, the market is doing phenomenally well, the S&P 500 will follow, and historically, it has always rebounded, always rebounded. So keep that in mind, and remember, not a financial advisor, but with that being said, everyone, if you guys want to see more videos like this, where, let's say, instead of the parameters we use, which was $50 and the annualized return rate of 10%, we can do other numbers like, let's say, 100, 150, 200, even up to 500, or even 1,000. I just said 50 because I feel like it's sustainable and people could actually stick with it all the way for 30 years. So again, thanks again. I'll see you guys in the next video.